This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up. Today it's live second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. And let's go down to the first. Getting ready to tee off, coming off a solid first round. Let's see if our featured golfer can conjure up some of that magic here in round number 2, Frank.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. All right, Frank, break down this approach shot here at hole number 1.
Well, typical Pete Dye confuses you straight out of the gate. Draw off the tee, and then you've got to hit that second shot in left to right. Look at the angle of that green. It points away to the right.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green. But he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Looks like he just misread that. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Hard-fought par right there. Teed up here at the second hole, Frank. This is a short par 4 measuring about 370 yards.
While it mightn't have the yardage, it's certainly made up in strategy by all the bunkering down here, Rich. And it's really 2 bunkers that you've got to, or 2 complexes that you've really got to worry about. One down the left, you see, is about 285 yards to carry, and then that next crop comes in just about 300 yards. So you've got to decide whether to go over the bunker on the left and short of the other one, or even lay up to the right, perhaps short. And that's where you realize this is very much a 2-shot hole, and play it that way.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
For birdie. Thundering up the leaderboard. 10 under par for the tournament. What a birdie. Frank, 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here. And if you can take that first bunker out of play, which is around that 285, 290 yard mark, you can start to shorten this hole up a little bit. And, well, the longest hitters, they still might even get a short iron in hand. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Grab the fire extinguisher. Put out the hole is on fire. It's melting going through the air. Woo, that is long.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. There, he'll settle for par. And we pick up action at the 4th. Even par through the early portion of this second round. Frank, not a bad spot.
Yeah, you know, sort of rocking on ready, sitting on go. That's what it looks like right now.
I like the looks of this one. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Frank, this looks like a fun hole. The first par 5 of the day, 535-yard fifth.
Yeah, as long as you've got something that doesn't go left off the tee shot and doesn't go right off the second shot, you'll be fine.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
Yeah, it's called Amen, and whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, this is like a big water park here at PGA West. We saw it at the 6th, and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4, 346 yards.
I've never, ever seen anyone try and drive this green, so it's just a layup. You see the bunker down there in the distance, that really is the stop sign. So something that's short of that, but really what I prefer is try and lay up on a...
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good par, this is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players. The ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little off line, then it just becomes a three-shotter like it is for everybody else.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing. Now the approach shot here on this par 5 8th. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 9th, 452 yards, I hear players like you often say, I'm going to take it on.
What do you mean by that, and how does it apply to this particular tee shot?
Well, you that right side, which is your best shot. The easy way is obviously to bail it down.
Unfortunately, that ball is wet. So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot. Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch and nerve. He had it all, and he has the bottom of the barrel. Setting up to start the back nine here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Birdie try up next. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good, solid par right there. Frank, how about this hole, the par 5 11th? Long one.
Oh, it is. And, you know, anything over 600 yards, only the longest it is the Bubba Watsons, the Dustin Johnsons of the world. The other ones that can get home on a hole like this. For the other ones, even those bunkers down the left side are sort of in play. You at least have to give them a cursory look off the tee. Nothing wrong with a hole at a par 5 that you can't reach. You can still play it as a three-shotter. And in some respects, you get rewarded for laying up here because that water that comes in on the left-hand side, that's not going to be in play. Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Second from an excellent lie.
Needs some sort of miracle putt.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance.
Ball just took off the face.
Wow, Frank, that was an absolute bomb right there.
Yeah, what's longer than long? Because we just saw it.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been.
Par 3 13th.
Yeah, 13th hole. I mean, it's so appropriate, the number of the hole for this this design by Pete Dye. Wooden bulkheads, I mean, they give you sort of that harsh look. And this is just an absolute scorecard wrecker. You get a little cavalier here, you just rack up a number. There's nothing wrong with just hitting it to the right side of the screen, just taking the fall.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par.
Frank, what's the best way to make three here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's two definitive options, you know, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Hide the flagstick from that man.
Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Has it.
Solid par 4 here. The 15th is 468 yards. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round.
Tom Weisskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green.
Frank, the 15th is called Turning Home. Time now to turn on the jets, and a good chance.
Yeah, after a good drive, once again, height's going to be rewarded here with the second shot. See the way that green is protected by the bunkers. So if you can come in here really high, get that to land soft, there's a lot of flags on this green that you can go at.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
And getting ready for the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Now the par 5 16th, dog leg, and it's at 600 yards, so a little bit of an advantage to the big bomber, Frank.
Yeah, they can almost take a big chunk out of this hole by going down the left side. If you can take that bunker out of play, and that's a big hit to get past that, then all of a sudden, oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Frank, he could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up. Should be safely on deck.
What a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh, I thought he had that. Well, that was a bold effort at eagle there, Frank.
Oh, you got to applaud him there, though. You're going for eagle, there's no way he was going to leave it short.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie.
Well, well, well. Here we are. Famous Alcatraz.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. This for par. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field.
One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the three bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
That is classy.
Yeah, chance of going in.
Settles in over the putt. And it drops for birdie. So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with two very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live third-round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. And now we go down to the first hole.
Frank, it's a different feeling on the first tee on a weekend, third round of a championship like this than, say, on the first round, isn't it?
You know you've got the grips of the golf course. You know the holes that are birdieable out there. More importantly, too, you know how well you're playing. It's all in front of you. Sport, especially like this at the highest level.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot-making we're seeing out there today. How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort.
In this situation, Rich, a bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Frank, this is a nice-looking hole. Not long, only 371 yards. But challenging in its own way.
It is challenging. The best approach here really is a conservative tee shot to set up an aggressive second.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
These putts keep the round together. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Hard to be perfect in this game. That's a bogey.
Frank, players had hybrids. Some had irons out off the tee on that short par 4 second. Time to get the big stick out here on the third?
It certainly is. The third hole you play, yeah, 3 totally different looks off the tee. This hole appears straightish off the tee, but well bunkered down the left, which makes you push that tee shot a little to the right.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards.
Well, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
And Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
Just 5 feet left. That's costly right there.
Painful.
Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
Frank, we're not at the beach. We're in the California desert, but I'm staring at plenty of sand right here.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving here. This is where somehow you do have to focus on exactly where they put the flag, and that's on the green stuff. Green is 36 paces deep. If you can just focus on that and don't let Pete Dye's sort of weirdness with all that snaking bunkers left and right, and just try and approach it as a straightforward par 3. I know it's easy to say, hard to do.
Par yesterday, now for birdie. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day, the 5th, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He put the lake on the right. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow through. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
Just seems an absolute waste. Got to take your time.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie.
Down it. That's a birdie. Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3 sixth. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
All right. Good-looking shot right here.
Pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up.
Come on, don't do that.
Cruel lip out.
He's made it.
We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. You just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, don't just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
But a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Solid play, heart of the green. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a 3-shotter like it is for everybody else.
Well, this is the kind of strong wind that will really test a player.
He's gone for a little extra.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
A little bit of magic from here. This hole's not over.
Now that is a shot that would be replayed over and over.
Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards. That water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards. You can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th.
just a bit offline here, Frank, but not too bad.
I don't know if it's the wind or just the lie there. Should be okay.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
And getting ready for the putt. They'll take it. That's a par. Rich Lerner pleased to be alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Back to PGA West, getting set for the back nine and the 10th hole. It's a good-looking hole, Frank, at 416 yards.
It certainly gets your attention, just the visual there. This is one of those holes, if you've got a caddy, you say, oh, what's that carry over the bunker on that left side where the water is? He'll tell you it's like 240 yards, and then you say, well, what's it to the bunkers on the right? Well, to get past those ones on that right side, you're in the vicinity of 300 yards. This is a hole that, you'll scratch your head.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Can't make it, Frank, if you don't hit it.
Hubert Green once said, 99% of putts left short don't go in. I don't know what happened to the other 1%, but...
So a tester from 4 feet. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Well, Frank, how about this hole? Par 5 11th at 617 yards.
The goal here is to take all those bunkers down that left side completely out of play. You can hit it far enough down there, you can get close to this green. But if you do stray a little bit, all of a sudden, well, it's called a journey. You're going to find that this hole will play very long.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Crucial eagle attempt on the way.
Even par currently.
Wow, Nate's eagle makes everybody else look sort of average, Frank.
And look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now.
To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicket.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Trying to make yet another birdie. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie.
Well, Frank, we came off a hole, the short par 4 12th, where players no doubt were thinking about making birdie. Here, it's a different story. Why?
It is. Well, 13 is always going to be unlucky for some. There's so much water down there on that left side. And the way it sort of laps up to the wooden bulkhead, it looks anything other than a straight shot. And this is where you have to mentally move the flag. You've got to push that flag in your mind's eye to the right side of the green and say, I do not want to go left of that. Oh, good roll, good putt.
Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards. But, Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out there on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
Next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
Frank, how good was that just to get it on the green?
Well, from that shot there, you would have thought for sure that there was no chance he had of finding the green. That was some shot.
He'll be a bit disappointed he didn't make that. Just a little tap in here. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the par 4 15th hole, 468 yards. Frank, what do you like about number 15?
The variation of the bunkering here, Rich, I think is excellent. The bunker that meanders its way down the right side tends to go to the right, and then you start to see those two bunkers down the left side. You've really got to try and take that second one on the left out of play. That requires something in excess of 280 yards. From there on in, you've got a chance.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Here we go now, the final par 5 of the day, Frank.
Yeah, decision on how much you bite off here. If you play the ball to the right, then it's going to play its full 600 yards. But if you can take it in a direct line at that green, you're going to chew off a little bit of yardage. But you have to be able to carry that bunker.
And through the years, a lot of excitement here at this par 5 16th.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Wow, I thought he made that. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round.
Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
So, Frank, you arrive on the tee box. What are you thinking here as you look out at the hole they call Alcatraz? Par 3 17th at 168 yards.
Well, we've seen it all here, Rich, from that hole-in-one that Lee Trevino had in the Skins game all the way back in 1987 to people splashing away left, right, and center. No advice here. You can see what's in front of you.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been.
Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right. Somewhere in between, though, this fairway.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.